One of my private students has been working through that solo guitar arrangement of I Fall in Love Too Easily. And she asked me some questions about a few of the chords in there. The names were unfamiliar, the grips were unfamiliar, the sounds were unfamiliar. And I thought if she's curious about them, maybe some of you may be curious about them as well. So that's what I want to talk about here. Specifically, they are the add 4 chords. So in that arrangement, there's an E7 add 4. There's a B minor 7 add 4. And there's a C sharp minor 7 add 4. So let's start with this B minor 7 add 4. What does add 4 mean? Well, it means we're going to take the chord as it is named, B minor 7, and add one more note, which is the 4th scale degree of the scale associated with that chord. In this case, we'll use B Dorian. So the 4th note is E. Now, from this grip, there's only a couple of places we could get an E and still stay, in this zone. One would be to put the E on top. So we've got open E. So that could be B minor 7 add E. The other place we could put it is we could get rid of the 5th and use the 4th instead. So we can put the 4th kind of in the middle of the chord. Here it is on the top. Here it is in the middle. So that's where this comes from. Same would apply for this. Here on this E7 add 4, for an E7 chord, we would use E mixolydian. So again, add 4, we're going to add the 4th note, that's A. So we could either do this, or I guess you could do this. With the A on top, I'm making a little kind of mini bar with my middle finger there. So that's what add 4 chords are. There's another aspect to them that I want to explain, which is that these voicings are quartal, Q-U-A-R-T-A-L. That means they're built in fourths. And the reason that we need a special word for chords built in fourths is that most of the time chords are built in thirds. So that's called tertian harmony or tertiary harmony. So like an A major triad, for example, that's built on thirds. A to C sharp is a major third. C sharp to E is a minor third. Stick them together, you get this nice A major triad. And all of the triads are like that. There are 2 types of thirds. A minor would be a minor third, and then a major third. A diminished is minor and minor. A augmented is major and major. Right? So all of that stuff is tertian or tertiary. Quartal harmony is this sound where between each pair of notes is a fourth. So on this B minor, B to E is a fourth, E to A is a fourth, A to D is a fourth. And these are all perfect fourths. As we go up the scale, we won't always have perfect fourths. Here, that's an augmented fourth, perfect fourth, perfect fourth, perfect, perfect, augmented, perfect, 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 augmented, perfect. Right? A to D, perfect fourth, D to G sharp, augmented fourth, G sharp, C sharp, perfect fourth. So that's quartal harmony kind of in a nutshell. You may wonder, well, okay, cool. What are these chords doing in this arrangement? Why did you choose them? And the idea is that the arrangement already has a fair number of kind of conventional chord shapes. Drop 2, drop 3, I think. I wanted to mix it up so that the harmony is not so homogeneous. And these quartal add 4 chords can be interwoven with drop 2 voicings without much. It doesn't throw your ear, too much into a knot, but it does just give a little fresh sound. So here's the first row. These are drop 2 voicings. Sorry. And here's the second row. These are the quartal. Now listen to what happens if I alternate. If I go A major 7, B minor 7, add 4, C sharp minor 7, D major 7, sharp 4, and so on. So that would be like this. So top row, second row, top row, second row, top row, second row, top row, second row. So they're fairly interchangeable, but it just gives your ear a little twist. And that's all I was trying to do in my arrangement of I Fall in Love Too Easily, is just have some different sounds so it's not all the same. That's really was the whole idea. So here's one other set of quartal harmony based on drop 3 voicing. So now we're in a different key. We're in F. And this is the bottom of page 3. Now we will turn the page and see the quartal equivalents. Now you'll notice this isn't strictly quartal because drop 3 voicings have this big gap from the 6th string to the 4th string. So there's no way to get a 4th interval across those strings. It's just too wide of a gap. So what we're doing instead is we're dropping 7 down to 6 and 3 down to 2. So you could call this F6-9, no third. And the quartal part is just these top 3 notes. D, G, C, that's fourths. The F is on its own here. And we can go through the scale. Lovely chords, kind of hard to name. Like the major ones are easy enough. We can call this F6-9, C6-9, B flat 6-9. But like the chord with D in the root, there's not any nice way to call this a D something. It's like D flat 6, 9, 5, no third, or this chord. I think of that as C7 add 4 over E. But if you tried to name it some kind of E chord, it's got a flat 6, a flat 9, and a flat 5. So it's like E minor, flat 6, flat 9, flat 5, no third. That's really clunky. But as you can hear, these are nice sounds. And again, you could alternate between... forth there. Anyway, try it out. See if you can get these kinds of sounds into an arrangement that you're working on, or see if you can use these in comping or in a chord solo. Really useful, not totally different from typical drop 2 and drop 3 sounds, but just different enough that it keeps it sounding fresh. So let me know if you have any questions.